There's a lot of things we could have done better, but second half, defensively, we really stepped our game up. So there were some things that in the edit we showed the good and the bad today, and there was some possessions where Julius was patient, made we drove, collapsed the defense, kicked out to open teammates. And then we had other possessions where we got into the paint, we forced shots or turned the ball over. So we did some things well last night, but there was a lot to clean up going forward.
All right, you beat OKC a few days ago. How much of what you said to the team today is let's not fall back?
Nothing really. We'll get into that tomorrow. Today was about visually learning from some of the things we did yesterday. Played a nice clip from Nick Foles. I really enjoyed his post-game interview after the Super Bowl, where he talked about failure and how that's kind of got him to where he is now. So we showed that in the film room to the guys. And then it was just kind of a recovery / get what you need skill day today, and then we'll refocus on Oklahoma City tomorrow.
They look pretty good against Golden State.
They are pretty good. And I haven't watched the tape yet. I saw some highlights last night, but I'll get into the tape of that game later this afternoon.
How much did Lonzo do today, if anything?
He's doing more later. So right now he's in there getting ready to work out with Miles. He's doing his training room stuff to get activated, and then he'll come out here, and as long as nothing hurts, he'll do more today than he did yesterday and the day before.
No game tomorrow?
No game tomorrow.
Is any of that going to be in the non-contact full speed stuff or not yet?
I hope so.
Oh,
Yeah.
So he might try to do it?
Well, he'll try. If it hurts, then we'll back him off, obviously. There'll definitely be no contact, though. But, the more that we can get him doing, the more he can go game speed with stuff, the better that is, obviously. But we won't know until he does it and sees how it feels.
Early on in the season, you guys struggled with close games, and now in 2018, you guys have been pretty good on the clutch. Can you pinpoint anything about the ends of games? Last night you guys got into 3 points.
Defense. Defense is the main thing, and then obviously the confidence, the experience that some of our young guys have. It goes back to you get there, you live it, you try, you fail, you learn from it, you get more comfortable in those situations to make plays. But the constant is defense, and that's kind of been the biggest change for us.
What specifically, is it just more focus, or just finally getting all the schemes?
Well, there's a little bit of everything, but as far as the clutch defense is concerned, I think it's an understanding. I mean, we play a lot of young guys out there at the end of games, and they haven't played. The intensity level of an NBA regular season game picks up in the final few minutes. It turns more into like a playoff type of game where you're able to get more physical. Superstars step their game up and knock big shots down. Everyone boxing out and finishing off a possession is crucial. So this is all stuff that you have to go through to really feel what that's like and be able to compete at that level.
What difference do you see in Brandon from the first time when Lonzo was out and he's kind of asked to organize and run an offense versus this stretch where it seems like he's been more successful?
He's been much more successful this time around, and I think this time he's doing a better job of just playing basketball. I think last time he tried to really accept, okay, I'm the point guard. I need to get everyone involved. I need to get everyone to their places and call plays every time, which is understandable. That's traditionally what a point guard does. But for now, what we're asking him to do is more just put pressure on that team, get into the paint, create for others. We'll cut down the playbook to 3-4 plays that if we are in a half-court set that we'll get into. Besides that, let's not even call plays. Let's get out and run and create opportunities for each other with our pace.
So from a coaching standpoint, you guys have actually that's been your change in terms of how to help him do it, is just simplify things.
would simplify things, and I think give him a clear vision of what we want him doing and how we want him playing while he's, well, you know, not just while he's playing the point guard, but you know, at least for right now, while he's playing that point guard role for us.
With the trading deadline 24 hours away, did you talk to the guys about, you know, you preached that message all season, control what you can control, and things that can be out of your control. You might hear some stuff. Did you talk to them at all about that?
No. We've addressed it multiple times this year already, and I know it's obviously more relevant now that it's this close, but the message is still the same. It's, if anything happens, it's out of our control. Our guys have done a great job of refocusing and just playing basketball. And I think, you go down the list of the guys that have been listed as far as trade candidates, and they've been incredible for us in the stretch that we've been on. Starting with Larry and his leadership, and JC having huge games. Julius has been the most consistent I've seen him play since I've been here. So I think if those guys have kind of been able to put it in the back, then the rest of the guys should be fine.
Those three guys, it's only human that at any point they could sulk or just be like, man, we don't even know what our future's going to be for the trade deadline, let alone next summer, what's going to happen with this team. Have you seen any points where they kind of just it hit them hard, or they might have sulked, or
I think when it all first came out, it kind of hit a little bit, but I think they realize now what good does that do? It doesn't. It just takes away from what they're really good at, and that's they're each have their own unique skill set, but there's been none of that in the past month.
You guys have not lost a home game since January 5th. What does that mean to you?
It's awesome, because part of building an identity and a culture, at least part of the culture that I want to have is that we defend our home court, and it's easy to say that, but it takes pride, and it takes believing in yourselves and your teammates, and really going out there and embracing that home crowd and using it to your advantage. And that's something we talked about last year from the beginning of the season, and we haven't been able to get it yet. So it's been nice, and I know it's a small sample size, and there's always ups and downs that come in the season. But it's been really good to see our guys elevate that level of play at home and defend their home court.
What does Josh's rebounding mean in terms of, I guess, offensively and defensively, when you get that much rebounding production out of a position where you typically wouldn't?
It's huge for us. We play undersized a lot. We rely on rebounding to start our transition game. And when you get a guard or a wing to be able to rebound and they can push it themselves, it gives you a split second even to get down court even quicker. So for him to do that really helps out what we're trying to do as a team.
Kyle just took a little picture of it.
Yeah, it was weird. That was strange.
Was that the Kobe death stare you pulled there?
It was just my confused look.
Oh, okay.